Hi, my name is Scott Maskell. I'm a management analyst here at East Korea GSA. I'm here to talk to you today about how to utilize the Credit Manager feature. In order to access the Credit Manager, go to the East Korea GSA home dashboard page. Over on the left-hand side, under the Billing tab, you'll see that a new box appears called Credit Manager. Just go ahead and click that, and I'll go ahead and open it, and I'll take you to this main screen that you see here. Now, when you come to this screen, there's going to be a lot of information, a lot of buttons, but the first thing that you're going to do is over here, this blue tab that says Start Managing Credits. Just go ahead and click that. It'll then open and start our tutorial wizard. Here on the Welcome tab, it'll give you some basic information and instructions about how to walk through it. We'll go ahead and hit Next down here at the bottom. The first item that we're going to address is Order of Use. So order of use allows you to change the order in which your credits will be used to offset ET. So by clicking on these arrow tabs left and right here, you'll see that we're able to change the row in order in which a bucket type is being used against ET in the priority of use. So based on this information here, I could see that Tier 1 in this case would be used first, followed by Tier 2. Then native yield, and then surface water last. Once you have gone and set the order of use how you want it, you'll go ahead and hit Next. This next option is for manual transfers. Now, manual transfers allow you to set up individualized transfers between one APN to another. This is important in many cases. We'll kind of talk about a few of them in a minute. But ultimately, this allows you, if you have surplus credits on one APN that you want to have on another, or in the case where some landowners, for example, have recharge basins and they want to transfer their native yield to other APNs to use it there, this is an option that allows you to do that. So once you go ahead and hit this toggle here and it highlights blue, you know that it's enabled. That'll enable the option on the menu for you. You go ahead and hit Next. Auto transfers. So similar to the statement summaries that we sent out in April, those were based on a more idea of auto transfers between accounts. You saw overall that each APN had an APN level accounting, and that at the end we told you, hey, on your water account you have an overall net positive or net negative. What the auto transfer feature does is it takes away a lot of the work for you of having to manually transfer credits to kind of offset. And the system goes ahead and just automatically implements and says, hey, in the case that I have a negative credit somewhere, an overdraft, is there an APN elsewhere on the water account where I can pull a surplus credit from to offset that? And so by turning on auto transfers, it'll create a system in which the system will automatically try to mitigate as much penalty tier as possible. Down here, this enable auto transfer limits. This is more of an advanced option for users. What this does is basically it creates rules for the auto transfer to run. Some examples would be like, I want auto transfer to run, but I want to make sure that certain APNs maintain a certain amount of credits. So for example, if I have one APN, I could say I want 5 acre-feet of credit to remain on this APN. The rest can transfer and be used to offset and mitigate, but I just want to make sure that I have a set limit that's retained. So that's essentially what that option does for you. It also allows you to set limits on how many credits can be transferred in of a certain type or transferred out of a certain type. So you can kind of play around with that and experiment and kind of see how that works. And then once you have toggled those on or off, it will let you use them. You come down here, the final one will just give you a final informational piece about making sure to hit the update settings down here at the bottom, and just letting you know that once you're done, you'll need to make sure to submit all finalized changes, and that if you have any issues with the Credit Manager or accessing it, to make sure to reach out to an East Korea GSA representative by the number here or the email here. So I'll go ahead and hit the update settings. We'll see that all the changes have been applied. Up here we can see that the Add Manual Transfer button has been added. The auto transfer has already been run. And then over here under each APN, the enable set limits will be right here. So in the event that a landowner receives an invoice and they have not previously set up a water account, you can still go ahead and do this by going to the eastcowetagsa.org website. What you want to do is go over to the dashboard section and then create an account. Once you have created that account, you'll then want to contact an East Coweta GSA representative who will be able to then assign all APNs to your water account. Once those have been assigned, you'll then be able to access your dashboard account with that water account and your APNs, and then go into this feature to complete this process. If you have any questions, please reach out to an East Coweta GSA member at your earliest convenience.